Hong Kong has officially overtaken New York to become the city with the highest number of wealthy people in the world. As far as crazy rich Asians go, it seems that most of them are living in crazy rich Hong Kong. This country is also one of the lowest violent crime rates in the world, and it's consistently ranked as one of the safest cities in the planet. However, the tragic death of Abby Choi was shocked the world. 3 days after her disappearance on February 24, 2023, the headlines corpse of 28-year-old Abby Choi was discovered at Tai Po village house in Hong Kong. Reportedly, some of her body parts were hidden inside a refrigerator and some of them were cooked. The police therefore classified the case as murder. Choi was reported missing after she failed to pick up her daughter from school as she normally did, and she last entered the car driven by her hired driver, who is also her ex-brother-in-law. A meat slicer and electric saw were also found at the scene, according to the police statements to the press. Who is Abby Choi? Abby Choi was born on July 11, 1994. As the eldest of the 3 daughters, Choi grew up in a wealthy family and operated a construction business that had connections with businesses in China, and her personal net worth was more than 100 million Hong Kong dollars. Choi also engaged in philanthropy by co-founding Palmist Charitable Organization, a group dedicated to help stray animals. Abby Choi was a trendsetter who loved to style herself and designer pieces from luxury fashion houses such as Dior, Gucci, Chanel, and Valentino, to name a few. Although she mainly leaned towards the dainty and feminine aesthetic, she wasn't afraid to experiment with different texture and silhouettes, as seen on her Instagram account, which has garnered over 100,000 followers all over the world. Like most international style icons, she was a regular attendee of different fashion events and shows, including Paris Fashion Week. Just a few weeks before her death, she posted several photos and videos on her at Dior's presentation in the City of Light. Abby has been featured in international publications like Vogue, Elle, and Harper's Bazaar. In fact, she just made the cover of L'Officiel Monaco's February issue, where she was dubbed as one of the most sought-after influencers in the industry. One of the Abby's closest friends was fellow model Mocha Fang, who also happens to be Hong Kong singer and superstar Aaron Kwok's wife. Mocha was devastated to hear about the loss of her friend and the brutal manner in which she was murdered. Abby married her ex-husband when she was 18 and had 2 children who are now aged 8 and 10. She has 2 other children with her current partner, Tam Chok Kwan, who described Abby as a kind-hearted and good person who always wanted to help others, said the report by Straits Times. She supported me and loved me very much. She also brought up 4 cute and obedient kids. It has been a blessing to be Abby's family, our friend said Tam. According to the Standard, Tam, which also goes by the name of Chris, has promised to take care of all 4 Abby's children, including the eldest 2 from her ex-husband, who are currently staying with Abby's mom. It was also reported that Abby's father-in-law, the elder Tam Chok Kwan, founder of chain restaurant Tam Jai, Yunnan Mexian, didn't treat Abby like a daughter-in-law, but more than an actual daughter. She would also regularly treat her mother-in-law to dinners and send her gifts every Mother's Day and each year on birthday. Although Abby and her ex-husband divorced 3 years after getting married, Abby still continued to support him and his family. She reportedly provided her ex-in-laws and 2 children with a luxury apartment to live in. She even helped her ex-brother-in-law, who also happened to have a strong bond with her, to purchase a home. Abby and her former brother-in-law, Anthony Kwong, had a close bond. He was Abby's personal chauffeur and business partner. He often posted photos of him and Abby on his Instagram, calling her his sis or using the tag family on their photos. After a citywide manhunt by police with a reward amounting to approximately 2 million Hong Kong dollars, Alex Kwong later became the 4th to be arrested after he unsuccessfully tried to escape Hong Kong by boat. It was alleged that the death of Choi was masterminded by her former father-in-law, Kwong Kao, a former policeman who was previously accused of rape. The motive was believed to be the result of a money dispute and a luxury apartment believed to be bought by Choi before putting it under her former father-in-law's name. The luxury apartment is located in Kodori Hill in Kowloon Tong, one of Hong Kong's most prestigious addresses, and the neighborhood is home to some of the city's wealthiest people. Police arrested the 5th suspect in connection to the killing of 47-year-old Nang Chi-wing, mistress of Kwong Kao. She was said to have helped hide Alex Kwong before his apartment attempt to flee Hong Kong. The search for the other missing hands and torso and other body parts remained ongoing. More than 100 officers were mobilized to search for the other missing body parts. Currently, the police were searching through the Northeast New Territories landfill in Ta Kualing for the missing hands and torso. They also currently questioning the villagers to seek more information needed to solve the case. DNA testing results revealed in March 2023 that the recovered head belonged to Choi. On February 27, 2003, the police proceeded with murder charges against Alex Kwong, his brother and father, while charging Alex Kwong's mother with preventing the course of justice. All 4 suspects who were officially charged in court were denied bail and would be held in remand pending investigations. Their cases are adjourned to May 8, 2023. Nong was charged with abetting a murder suspect, but she is currently released on bail. Not only that, it came to light that Alex Kwong was a suspect behind 7 alleged cases of theft that occurred for nearly a decade before Choi was killed, and had once absconded despite being scheduled to appear in court in 2015. Hence, Kwong was charged in court for these cases as well. On March 2, 2023, a sixth suspect, 41-year-old Lam Shon, was arrested on suspicion of aiding and abetting Kwong to escape Hong Kong by boat. Lam was an employee of a yacht rental company. Lam, who was charged on 6 March, was granted bail. The seventh suspect, named Irene Pong Huan Hien, a 29-year-old Hong Kong Konger and friend of Alex Kwong, was also arrested in Shenzhen, China on 7 March for abetting Kwong and his attempted escape from Hong Kong, and she was handed over to the Hong Kong authorities. Pon was charged on 8 March and later granted bail of 50,000 Hong Kong dollars, but she was given a travel ban to prevent her from leaving Hong Kong. According to the laws of Hong Kong, a conviction for murder carries the mandatory sentence of life imprisonment. Originally, the death penalty was the sole legal punishment for murder in Hong Kong before it was fully abolished in 1993, allowing judges to instead impose life sentences as the permissible penalty for murder. In another development of the case, Choi's mother filed a court injunction to forbid Kwong Kao from selling the property linked to her daughter's murder and seek a declaration that her daughter was the beneficiary owner of that apartment. Abby was just 28 years old. Her journey as an influencer and international style icon had only just begun. She had so much more ahead of her. Instead, she leaves 4 children, a husband, a loving family, and friends who are devastated by her loss. If you like this video, please consider like and subscribe. Take care.